Hey guys, it's DarudeLeafStorm here, and I'm here with Week 1 Unpl Main League, and we're here with the team builder proportion of the video. I really hope you guys enjoy. Week 1, we are taking on the one and only GalvaNate and his New York Noibats. Now, Nate has been around for a long time, and I'm very excited to battle him. I've never battled him before, from my knowledge anyway, so yeah, very excited for this one. I've been watching Nate for a while, so this should be an interesting week 1 for us. Not an easy one at that. So let's hop into Nate's team. I'm going to copy a paste bin of our entire team in the description for you guys, as well as the team we are bringing week by week. But I thought, you know, I'm going to do a little team builder proportion for you guys. So I've worked on a little, some few slides, and let's see how this works out. But just let me know what you guys think of this in particular, as I am going to be changing around as much and just kind of seeing what works for me the best. So let's hop into it. We see Nate's team. It's got Meowscarada, Iron Treads, Hatterene, Goodra, Manaphy, Moltres, Hitmonlee, Toxtricity, Rotom, which is Terra Electric, Ice and Steel, Dunsparce, and Bastiodon, Terra Fighting, Terra Ghost, and Terra Fairy. Overall, a very balanced team on Nate's part. A little bit on the bulkier side, to be honest with you, with stuff like Hatterene, Goodra, Moltres, Bastiodon, Dodon. This team is very solidly balanced. I don't think he's got like huge threats offensively, except obviously he's got like Meow and Treads. I think the worst one, honestly, for me is Toxtricity / Rotom. I think those two in particular are very scary for me. So yeah, a lot of his mons do require setup to do some damage. However, he's got the bulk to do it, to be honest. So yeah, hopping into a mon by mon, I think Meowscarada definitely comes this week. I think it's really solid. Obviously outspeeds Gren, which immediately gives it a ton of value in this matchup. I think Treads comes also. I think probably Sugar Berry for Landorus. I think he has to have Ice Spinner. Ice Spinner EQ for sure. But, you know, then I don't know whether he's going to prioritize like knockoff or coverage or spin or rocks. I think if he doesn't have spin, he's definitely bringing Hatterene. Hatterene looks really solid here, just as sort of a defensive Carmine user, a defensive BP'er to get in something like Meow, Dodon, or Rotom in particular, I guess. Yeah, Rotom's definitely a big threat for me here. Goodra, I think definitely could come. I definitely think it will be more Spadef for Gren. I think that makes a ton of sense for Goodra this matchup. Manaphy, if it comes, it's still a big threat. You know, setup options are definitely very scary. However, I think defensive might be the best set to bring here. Moltres, again, I think if he wants to bring it for Emboar, that's fine. But I think Manaphy could do the same job as Moltres for the most part. Hitmonlee, I do not see coming this week whatsoever. I just don't think it has an amazing speed turn to me. I don't think it's an amazing matchup. Toxtricity is in the same boat as Rotom. I think it's really solid offensively into my team. So yeah, I could definitely see Toxtricity making a debut week 1. And Rotom again, I think one of the two are coming. If Rotom doesn't come, Toxtricity will come. If Toxtricity doesn't come, Rotom will come. I definitely could see Toxtricity being a shift gear set, and I think Rotom should probably be Scarf. Outspeeds a lot of my threats with Scarf. So I think that makes a ton of sense. Or other than that, maybe he brings like screen support and Hat and has Rotom as well. Dodon, I think also should definitely come. I definitely think it's either going to be Calm Mind / Coil. I think either or are pretty okay. Or it's just going to be Rocks. I'm really hoping for Rocks. I think Dodon can set up versus a decent amount of my team. However, I think I've got the prep to kind of avoid getting swept by this mon. So let's see what you guys think. We're going to hop into our first one, which is going to be our lead, and it's going to be Raikou. So Riley the Raikou, rocking the pressure ability with Timid, enough speed to outspeed Iron Treads, 80 HP, 236 defense, 184 speed. Volt Switch, Scald, Reflect, Light Screen. Like I say, it's my lead in a lot of cases. You know, with a Reflect up, we could potentially take 2 Earthquakes from Treads, which means we can potentially get a Scald on it the next turn. If anything else, we can Volt Switch. And like I say, I think Raikou's got enough bulk this game to get screens up twice, which is going to be very important once in the early game and once in the late game. I think it can make a massive difference to this team. Not much to say about this set. Obviously, like I say, Scald is for the treads. And Vol Switch to get momentum into one of my more offensive mons, which you shall see coming up. Moving on to our next mon, we have got Araquanid. This is going to be one of our breakers this week, and he's damn good at doing it. So, Water Bubble ability, Adamant, 248 HP, 212 attack, 48 defense. Liquidation, 2-hit KOs or 3-hit KOs, everything on Nate's team, barring Fizz Death Manaphy. That's the only mon that can take 3 hits from Araquanid this week, which is wild. So obviously we've got Banded Liquidation, Leech Life, Pounce, and Sticky Web. Pounce in case we're in a situation where we need to drop some speed. Leech Life is just a decent Bug-type stab with the Choice Band. And yeah, like I say, this mon's job is to just break Nate's team apart and hopefully set up and punch some holes in for our next mon, which is going to be Greninja. We're rocking choice specs this week with the Battle Bond ability. Modest Nature, 252 special attack, 252 speed for Spadef. Surf, Dart, Pulse, Ice Beam, and U-Turn. Like I say, it has the potential to clean this game up. If not, we've got specs on this, so at least it's doing damage to mons like Goodra, Manaphy, Didon. Yeah, all his bulky threats. I'm partly expecting Meow to be Scarf this week to kind of outpace a Battle Bond Greninja. I think that makes a ton of sense into my team. As once if Gren gets a Battle Bond up, which granted is not the easiest thing to do this matchup in particular, it looks really solid for an endgame. So let's see how we can do with Gren this week. Next up, we are rocking Lady Landy, the Lando T, Intimidate, Adamant Nature, 168 HP, 112 attack, 228 speed. Rocking SD, Earthquake, Stone Edge, and Stealth Rock. So due to Nate's speed tiers, being able to run Adamant Lando is amazing. So yeah, SD, Earthquake, Stone Edge hits everything so hard. Obviously, stuff like Meow can easily revenge me, but I do have something for Meow, which you'll see very shortly. And then yeah, rocks in case I want just a late game, mid to late game rock to potentially get some extra 12%. I didn't really need anything else on this mon. I was going to pop U-Turn on it, but I decided to go with rocks in the end game. So ignore the notes. Obviously, I've forgotten to change them, so my bad on that. But yeah, I think Lando offensively looks really solid here. Yachi allows me to live multiple ice moves if I'm in screens, which is wild. Potentially, I can live 2 ice moves, and then that means I get 3 attacks off. So definitely a very important item this week, I think. Obviously, being able to block or take less from Ice Spinner from the treads is really nice. So, and our next one is Pheasantipity. So this is a really solid pivot for a lot of Nate's team. It doesn't have a lot that can Oko it, especially under screens. We're rocking Toxic Chain, Bold Nature, 240 HP, 176 defense, 84 Spadef. With the Rocky Helmet to punish that Meow. Rocking Alluring Voice, U-Turn, Tailwind, and Roost. Like I say, it's a decent pivot for everything on Nate's team. And with the Toxic Chain ability, we can threaten these bulky mons with potentially getting poisoned, which is going to be a game changer this game, I think. Obviously, Roost for reliable recovery. We've got Alluring Voice. Just as decent stab, obviously prevents setup options also. And then we've got U-Turn on this as well, just to get out into one of our bigger offensive threats, such as Araquanid, Gren, or Lando. And Tailwind can be really solid in the late game for Emboar. I've just spoiled my last one. For Landorus T, as well as Gren. Obviously, we can outspeed Meow under that. And Araquanid can outspeed a lot of Nate's bulkier threats under Tailwind too. And also for our last one, which is going to be Emboar, Daddy Emboar, rocking the Reckless ability with Adamant Nature, 200 HP, 212 attack, 96 speed. Under screens or Tailwind, it's a massive threat. We can use it under screens in the early game and then Tailwind in the late game, or vice versa. Flare Blitz, Wild Charge, Stone Edge, and Sucker hits pretty much everything. I went for Stone Edge over Head Smash this week, purely for the fact that I didn't want to be taking all the recoil on Moltres. So yeah, Sucker Punch is obviously for decent priority in the late game, but Charcoal Flare Blitz, again, it just annihilates through Nate's bulky offense. Or bulkier mons, I should say. Obviously, Wild Charge is there for Manaphy. I think Goodra gets 3 KO'd by Adamant, Charcoal, Reckless, Flare Blitz, which is wild. So yeah, I'm very much looking forward to see how Emboar does. Under Tailwind, we outspeed everything on Nate's team that isn't Scarfed. So yeah, let's see how this team does for us this week. Let me know what you guys think of the team. Obviously, the game plan, lead with Raikou, kind of break with Arachnid, slash Lando slash Emboar, and potentially get a little sweep with Tailwind Emboar support, or with our Battlebond Greninja. So yeah, like I say, guys, let me know what you think, and let me know what you think of the team builder aspect of the video. But yeah, I'm going to stop rambling. Thank you guys so much for watching, and let's hop into the battle. Hey guys, it's DarudeLeafStorm here, and I'm here with week 1 of UNPL. Now this week we are taking on the one and only Nate, GalvaNate, and his New York Noibats. Now, I do have a confession, guys. So this first week is going to be post-com for the first half, as my mic was muted. I didn't see it until the game started, but it's only about 6 or so minutes. I think we get a couple of turns in before I'm going to hop you guys into the live com, because I still want you guys to listen to the live com, you know. I'm really not a huge fan of post com. I think in some cases it's really good. However, we're gonna hop right into this, and we're gonna give you some good content here. So yeah, so obviously you see the team. I did do a little team builder as well for you guys just ahead of the video. And we do see what Nate brings. So he brings me out, brings Hatterene, brings Treads, brings Goodra, brings the Dunsparce, and brings Rotom. So the main things that I saw from this preview, no Moltres, which is really nice. Obviously means that my offensive mons don't have to be threatened by burns. No Manaphy, which is really solid for me. I'm very happy to see no Manaphy. As well as this, obviously Rotom over Toxtricity, which makes sense. I can definitely see why he's made that choice in particular. And yeah, the rest, I could see why he's brought them. Obviously, Dun is here, which makes a ton of sense into this matchup. And Hatterene is as well. Which, Hatterene was a bit of a 50-50, but again, I can definitely see why this mon is on Nate's team this week. So yeah, let's hop into the game. Excited about this one. So yeah, actually, I think I might have the volume still on. So there we go. We got some game audio and everything. So yeah, let's see. Nate's posing with his muck. You know how it is. So yeah, we've got I'm High Ash as the lead, which is going to be the Dunsparce. We are going to lead with Riley or Raikou, who's always going to be our lead. I was half tempted to lead with Arachnid, but I thought, no, you know what? I don't want to take too much damage on it immediately. So I'm just going to sit with the game plan, and I'm going to see what this Dunsparce is all about. So I'm going to Light Screen first. In case it's something like Specs Boom Burst, I don't want to deal with that immediately. So yeah, definitely get those up. And let's kind of see what Nate wants to do, whether he wants to set up on me turn 1, whether he wants to just click Specs Boom Burst. I'm also expecting Rocks. I think if he led with this, I can definitely see him just clicking Rocks and getting them up. I don't have any removal this week, and that's exactly what he's going to go for. So Rocks are up and here to stay, which obviously is very pressuring turn 1 for us, and I'm a bit sad. I can't lie, I'm a bit sad at this point. I'm thinking, no, I have to deal with these for the rest of the game. I didn't bring Toedscruel, so yeah. But I believe I did go for a Reflect this turn. This covers if he wants to go onto Treads. I get it up right away. And Nate doesn't have a ton to break these screens, if anything. I can't think of anything on the top of my head. Hitmon leading comes to no Brick Break. And I'm not sure if like Goodra gets it. But in comes Goodra, speaking of. We are going to get our Reflect up. And now this gives me a free Volt Switch. If he wants to go onto Treads, I'm full HP on this mon. I'm happy to click Scald versus that. Happily. If not, though, I'm able to get a Volt Switch off and pivot into something else on my team, which is going to be big in this early going. So obviously don't know anything about this Goodra yet. In my head, I'm thinking AV for my Gren, as we do go for the Volt Switch. Obviously does not do a lot because we are not invested, and this is a Goodra. So yeah. So here I'm kind of thinking about what my play is. I don't really want to get knocked off on my Arachnid, so I am going to pivot onto Pheasantipity first. kind of see what this mon wants to do, as we do see a knockoff off. So obviously we do lose our helmet for Meow, which is a little bit annoying, but looking at the team matchup and stuff, I think I have ways to beat Meow without helmet chipping it down. So here, I just think Treads is such a free switch on this mon. So I am going to click U-turn, hopefully try and punish that and get in either Gren or Araquanid. However, obviously with the Screwdriver still as healthy as it is, I definitely think Araquanid will be my play if Treads comes in. If not, I hit click U-turn, and I'm probably going to go Araquanid anyway, as he's most likely not going to double knockoff. So either way, and obviously I can get a Toxic Chain off on this one, which would be huge for the Gren late game. So he's going to withdraw, and we do see Road Rage the Treads in, which is massive for us, right? So we are going to pursue him, and we are going to pivot right out into Araquanid, no messing around. Like I say, this Treads needs a lot of coverage. Like, he needs Ice Spinner for Lando, knockoff's decent to have, and if he doesn't have Stone Edge for Araquanid, he's not really going to touch it. So he could have Volt also spin. So it's just kind of seeing what this mon has. So I am going to Liquidation. If he didn't have Edge, this mon can potentially claim 2 right now, as I don't think he has anything outside of probably Meow Flower Trick to revenge me afterwards. But yeah, let's kind of see what happens this turn. But we're looking in a very solid spot. We're looking at a point where we potentially just get a kill right now on something on Nate's team, which is exactly what I wanted Araquanid to do this game. Now we are approaching the time where my mic does come back on. So okay. Oh, we're back. I'll let you guys get into the live.
So I just realized that. Okay, so I just realized that my mic wasn't kicked in this whole time, so that's fun. We're back though. So invitation comes off, down this goes, which is huge. I do think he gets to go into Meow. I hope my mic's not super loud. I'm going to turn it down a little bit. I'm not sure what the volume's like on my mic right now, so maybe have to do this post-com, but that's fine. We are going to trade Treads for Araquanid, which is not... It's fine. It's fine. If Meow comes in, I think I go out into my... This comes in. Interesting. I think I need damage on you. I'm going to take my damage on you, either way. Those are toxic. Okay, I'm going to get huge damage on this mom. Okay, and we know it's not AV too, which is important. Very important to know. And that does a crap ton. Araquanid doing the numbers right now. Is that Citrus? Looking at that though, I think it dies to another. Potentially. Might live on like that. But... Okay, so I do get to just click Liquidation again. So we trade 2 for 1 with Araquanid, which is really nice. I knew this one was going to be good, but that's pretty crazy. So let's see. What are you going to do, Mr. Nate? What are you going to do? I'm really worried that my mic's not going to be very good right now, and I'm going to have to post-com this, which I don't want to do. Okay, so I went for Dragon Tail, and we are going to knock this one out, which is huge. Huge is down. That's a big threat for Grengon in the end game. So I'm sitting at 78 HP with this mon. So I do die to rocks, so whatever comes in, I am just going to sack this mon to it. It's good that my Raiku's not taking any damage though. It means I can pretty much guarantee get screens up again. So Rote them. Rote them. Makes a ton of sense. I'm so tempted to go Lando on this vault. I think it's a really free vault. I mean, he could Shadow Ball. I guess Shadow Ball is pretty free also. But I am tempted to save this as a sack. But I also don't think there's any need. I think I can get in Emboar right after and claim another. Let me think. But I do, like I say, I do think Emboar is my end game. I'm just going to liquidate. Yeah, there's a vault. We can kind of see what he brings in. If he brings in the Dunsparce, I think I have to go Emboar. Or do I? Hat Job. So that is Hattery. So obviously, I think I go Lando. Because if Hatterene is like any defense investment, it does live. If it's just like max HP, it does not live my Emboar hit. I mean, I could just go this and Volt, actually. Which I think I might do. No, I don't see any point in that. I think I got into Lando, and I think I'll see how many turns of thing I've got left. How many screen turns I've got left? Oh, so I've just got the one turn of light screen, so my... reflect, sorry, so my light screen has ended. I think a Stone Edge is enough. Right? I think a Stone Edge is enough. Let me just double check this though. Landorus, it's a Hatterene. Yeah, a Stone Edge is enough to put it in range. So I'm going to click Stone Edge. Okay, so we do connect it, which is lovely. It does look pretty defensive, yeah. Okay, goes for Trick Room. Okay. Okay. Interesting. And it is lefties. Trick Room is so interesting. It's my team. I do think I want to... what do I want to do? Do I want to SD? It does look very defensive. I think my play is either SD or Stone Edge again. How much does Stone Edge do to Rotom? It's like 60 to 71. That's pretty good damage, to be fair. And it does set this one up for my end game that I want. I'm going to Stone Edge again then. Okay, it is going to start Calm Minding. I'm not sure how much of an issue that is. We will see. It depends if I miss this or not. Yeah. Okay, now it is an issue. Now it is a very, very big issue. Let me think about this. So now I have to just Earthquake. I have to just Earthquake this one. I can't play around with it anymore. I could have played around with it, but not anymore. I think I want to get in Raikou on the last turn of Trick Room. Okay, so goes the Side Shot. That's fine, he's not going to heal off that, which is nice. And we are going to get a big EQ up, which now has put the hat in range of Raikou. Not Raikou, I'm being silly. Of Emboar. Okay. So 2 turns of Trick Room left. Do I want to sack Fez? I'm just thinking about what to play in terms of sack game here. No, I need Fez. I need Fez. I think I probably sack this Lando here now. Yeah, I'm gonna sack Lando. Yeah, there's training pit. He's gonna get a decent chunk back from that. But I think I've got to go Raikou and Volt Switch. And hopefully that puts it in range of Emboar. Fingers crossed. We're gonna have to try, I think. Okay, I'm gonna Volt. Go to another Calm Mind. Okay, that's fine. I can deal with that. Because like I say, I think this Volt Switch always puts it in range of Emboar. And Raikou stays healthy, which is important. That's very important. Okay, so I'm going to go Emboar. This should be last turn of Trick Room. Cool. Okay. Gonna Flare Blitz it up. This is close though. This is very close. How much does Raikou take from Shadow Ball from Rotom? Doesn't take a lot to be fair. So I could even go hard Raikou. Okay, Emboar should claim one here. Fantastic job, Emboar. Thank you. Yes, okay. I'm just trying to think of how to play this. So, Dun comes in. Why are you here? Do I just go Raikou? Get my screen up. Rotom looks a bit scary. It's Scarf. Do I want to take my damage on this? How much does it do to this? I guess it depends on what kind of the Dunsparce is, but I think it could, if he's Fizz Death, it could out-heal me. It just spams Roost. Or do I go Fez? I don't know if it kills me with anything. I go Fez. But if it's Calm Mind, I think I lose. Okay, I'm gonna go Fez. Okay, goes for Glare. Okay, so it's not set up. I think that's pretty guaranteed now that it's not set up. Do I want to Roost once, or is that too passive? kind of want to see what it wants to do to me. I think I'm going to roost once. Earth power, okay. That doesn't do a lot. And we are going to get a roost off. Nice. Okay. Cool. U-turn gets me in. Probably Gren. I want to get a poison on this though. Maybe I Luring Voice first. I'm gonna Luring Voice first. Okay. I really would like a poison on this. I think I'm gonna roost until I get Spit F dropped. Like roost alone, voice, U-turn. So Luring Voice. Just gonna Earth Power again. Get a Toxic Chain immediately. Okay, nice. That's really big. That's really, really big. I think I can roost then U-turn. Roost and U-turn out into Gren. Start pressuring this thing with Gren. I think, right? Okay, just get a Spit F drop. Okay, but we do get the roost off. I think I go hard Gren. I think I go hard Gren. It keeps Fez healthy, and I tank an Earth Power. Once I click Boom Burst, I think I live that? I'm hoping so. I don't see why I wouldn't. Yeah, I live that. His Body Slam is a little bit different, but it's taking poison damage anyway. And I think I do outspeed like no speed to Dunsparce with Gren, even paralyzed. Yeah. He has to run like a pretty decent amount of speed on me, on him. So let's see. We go Gren. Go to Earth Power. I'm just gonna click Dark Pulse here. Yep. Okay, I think that's pretty Spit F. Goes for Glare. Doesn't really matter, I don't think. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't think that matters. Let's hit Dark Pulse again. Prime +1 plus Paralyzed. Rotom does indeed start speed me, yeah. Okay. That's fine though. I don't think, like, I think Rotom Scarf. 100% I think Rotom Scarf. So I don't think Rotom was... I don't think Gren's a key in me winning this game at this point. I could honestly see Meow and Rotom being Scarfed. Okay, Darkflow's gonna knock out the Dun. So if he goes Rotom and clicks T-Bolt, I go Raikou and get a light screen up and then Volt. If he goes Meow. Okay, so Rotom does come in. obviously going to Dark Pulse. I don't think Meow gets anything to touch. Go to T-Ball. Okay. I think I go Raikou and click. I click Light Screen, right? Or do I click Volt Switch? No, because if he stays in, that's pretty scary. I don't think he will stay in, though. Light Screen is just a cover against with my Fez. I think I Volt. I think I actually Volt. Or do I just Reflect? Force him into Flower Trick? Yeah, I Reflect. I Reflect. Okay, so he's not Scarf. Okay, so... Wow. Very surprised. That's fine, though. I get my Light Screen up now. Wow, I'm very surprised he's not Scarf. Very, very surprised. Might be Boots then. Any which case, goes Meow, kills Raikou, I go Emboar. I think I can click my button twice, hopefully. Oopsie. Okay, I see you, Mr. GalvaNate. I'm gonna do this. Triple Axel. Does he miss? Okay. Oh my god, I just missed. I'm so sorry. Oh. I'm so sorry, mate. What the hell? I think I go Emboar now. And hopefully, Daddy's gonna be able to clutch it. I think I can just click Flare Blitz. That Axel does suck though. Yeah, there's the Flower Trick. Two, because he's changed type. Crit, hacked. Get the Flare Blitz off, down goes Meow. I'm hoping. What am I at? 118. Rotom's not going to kill us with anything, but I think we're going to kill ourselves in recoil. But that's the way Daddy wants to go out. So I could suck it twice, but I think that's trying to throw the game, so I'm not going to do it. I'm going to go for the Blitz. And we're going to knock out this little electronic beast. So, GG's to Nate. Really solid game. And Daddy's going to take himself out, but he did the damn thing. I'm so proud of them all. Araquanid too. We can't let Araquanid go unnoticed. Yeah, really did the damn thing for us. Yeah, very happy with how this game went. Like I say, very surprised to see Rotom was not scarfed. I'm assuming... potentially Boots or Colbert. I guess Colbert. Makes sense for Lando. I'm assuming it was probably Terra Ice as well. Other than that, I think... Obviously the Toxic Chain on Dodon was big, right? It let me go into Gren and just click Dark Pulse over and over again. This was what I was fishing for, but obviously getting it on my first attack is pretty wild. So, yeah, I think not the cleanest game on our behalf, I'm not going to lie. However, I think the early game went really well with Araquanid. And I think if Nate honestly missed that Stone Energy, he would have been in a really tough spot. The Hatterene in the mid game was a bit scary, a little bit scary. I think we played around it well, though. once it clicked Trick Room, I think we were okay. I should have just Earthquaked it once he got the Trick Room off, but I was scared he was going to go Rotom, and I was in a bit of a predicament, and I got nothing out of the turn, but yeah. Anyway, that's going to be week 1 of Unpl. Starting off strong, a little 2-0 win goes a long way. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Been DarudeLeafStorm, and I'll see you all later. Bye guys.